Alright. Just had some issues with the connection. Don't know why. That's enough of that. Let's just hope nothing bad's gonna happen. And holy crap. Every time in the summer, when I shower, I dry off, put my clothes on, and immediately I'm like drenched. I don't get it. Like my body's like, nah, you're not dry. We're gonna make you fucking act like you didn't even dry off. I hate it. Okay. I'm gonna rev up this fryer. And shit's gonna hit the fan. Yay. Oh shit. What is this? Oh. Well. How interesting. I really want to find out all the stuff they put in with this. 25% data collected. Bruh, 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 bruh. There's that music. Music we all love. Oh yeah. I load game time. Blah, blah, blah. This is bad. What the? Dropped. Why? What frames are there to drop? That's all static images. Whatever. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told you yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. It's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Come on. Stream quality says it's good, but then it keeps giving me notifications that over a quarter of the frames are being dropped. Like, why? I'm streaming static images. Someone has to be doing something on the Wi-Fi, which is angering me. One moment. Alright. I hope nothing else goes wrong with this. I literally have no idea how it could be dropping frames on a game like this. Whatever. Just gonna hope it's just good now. I swallow. That's me swallowing. Oh. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? Well, like, you're her boyfriend. Did you forget? It literally just happened, like, yesterday. You big idiot. In any case, it just feels right. Oh, now it just feels right. Outside outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori. Wake up, dummy. Baka. You sussy baka. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? I mean, yeah, a little. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yeah. There it is. Oh, God. I've been dreading this the entire time I've been streaming this. Isn't this pleasant? By the way, trigger warning. Sorry about that. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. God, that music. I hate it. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? Dude just wants that GF. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me I could have my swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do, nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Wasn't that fun? Yeah. So this game is pretty effed up. That's its big secret. Where's the autosave? Uh-oh. Yeah, Nikki, you missed it. I think this is better than Twilight. Starting a new game. Yeah, baby. There it is. Anyone able to read this? Usue on. I'm not gonna bother. I'll just make a gibberish sound. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself. Sounds like Jisoo. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That's like Nikki. Oh, yeah. Jisoo just had to witness the hanging, so to speak. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Ah, I see. There we go. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Sorry, that was just a glitch. I'm sure. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. 'Cause I'm a big idiot. This sounds like me in real life. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hoo-wee. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh. Now it really sounds like me. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Yeah, you don't know. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Club soda. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, I don't know whose voice this is, so I don't know which one to do. I'm gonna hope it's Monica and do the robot voice. Kyle. Oh, yeah, there she is. How's it going? Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. How is she, like, balancing like this? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, beautiful. Basically, completely out of my league. Oh. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Nah. Ah ha ha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. Oh wait, wrong voice. Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I am starting a new one. A literature club. My game seems a little glitchy. Is that just the stream quality dropping? Damn, I'm less interesting than Twilight. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Team Jacob, am I right? Well, I can see that. But it's not really boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. How embarrassing. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? Ha ha ha. She is always insists that the manga is literature, too. I mean, she is not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? A club member! Did Monica say she? Oh, God. This guy's eyes just blew out of his head. Hey, Kyle, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please, please, please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Smart, beautiful, athletic, beautiful. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Kyle. You know that? Oh. Don't say that to me, please. It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh. Monica, stop. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Whoa. That was weird. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. More like crapmosphere, am I right, girls? Don't be so mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Kyle. Ellipse. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. Her mouth is agape. So, I ran into Kyle in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? What if they found my manga stash? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Kyle? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. We're still not gonna show it on screen, though. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet, even though it's already open. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Oh God, no! Why are you recording me? It's already being recorded. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Being my boyfriend. Or no, girlfriend. Oops. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Kyle, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
Manga?
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up at just hearing about someone talk about manga. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Just like how I find my comfort in the world of games. I still think her ear looks really gross and weird.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately, like Saw, the book series.
I read a horror book once, Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri.
Hey, it's the Schizo-Litzo.
It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that? 'Cause it's not manga?
Well,
Oh, the voice cracking. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. It's 'cause there's no boob windows in those books. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Like the boob window. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud, please. Give that back. Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems, you sly dog.
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care, idiot?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? Who's to say I'm not into your yaoi crap?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Um,
The pinhole mouth. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's
Oh, wait, yeah, that was the right point.
let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
uh,
I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. Like reading Mario x Luigi fanfiction on DeviantArt. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Kyle?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
I never agreed to join.
What's
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. By the way, where are those cupcakes? I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yuri looks a little more curious than anything.
But.
I'm sorry, I thought.
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Kyle. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
Ellipse.
I'm defenseless against these girls. Just look at that smile. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my... Wrong voice.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Kyle?
Yep. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Shadow's FBI. How's it going? Thanks for the follow.
Kyle, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Kyle, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Very poorly.
Heh heh heh.
Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
Is any other weird stuff gonna happen? With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Not like Sayori ever existed or anything. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, I gotta speed run this. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? This is foreboding. Sure. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was a noise that woke me up. I wondered who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Okay. I don't know if I'd call that a poem, but cool. Let's go. There we go. Any percent world record attempts. Achievement unlocked. Yeah, baby! What else do I need to do? Hi again, Kyle. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh. That was a normal facial expression.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Kyle. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Wow! Hello. They're really making some entrances today. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hey, whoa. Buddy, can you move the hair a little bit? I assume I know what this says. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Mama.
God damn it. Stupid hair. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. That's bold. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. We're not gonna show it.
Oh.
My friend used to, he has like 90 something hours on the original. He would just play mods over and over. I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll look at the mods for this game. If there's a mod that just like makes it a regular game, I'd be for that actually. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Kyle. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Why does... This is definitely like way too zoomed in on her. And this image seems off kilter. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. I've never read a book in my life. Like you said, I'm in this club now. Start me off with some Garfield comics or something. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. You know, the only good thing about Sayori biting the dust is that I don't have to do her voice anymore, which was horrible on my throat.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's The Magic Treehouse. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I say as I put it in my bag, never to be seen again. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Whoa, now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Whoa, that music change. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading, even though she told me to talk to her about reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Bruh. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. Crap, Lois. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Staring at you. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Put that thing back where it came from. Oh, God. I forgot about that one. How far does it go? I'm curious now. Just leaving the damn atmosphere. Come on, keep going. As soon as it gets off her hair, I'll continue. It's the random shit like this that makes it unintentionally really fucking funny. And it's off the hair. Oh, it's still going.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Hey, you put your eye back on. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? And how come you have one eye that flies off your face?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. This guy's a idiot. I'm an idiot, because it's me. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story.
If it's not a harem anime plot, then count me out. Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Was it like the Portrait of Dorian Gray? I had to read that shit in high school. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler.
This is psychotic.
But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. But that's also cool.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri may sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kyle?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things, even though she told me yesterday. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil,
but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. She really bold and brash with these ones. I guess I should still read it in her voice.
But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I don't know why the font changed, but I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole...
your whole body gets incredibly... what?
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. And nothing else. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes.
Yuri, you feeling okay?
I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. I'm feeling bold today, aren't I?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. The prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just bathing in the...
Bathing in the feeling of what? Excuse me? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, my eyes are gone.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until... I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Bruh.
Nice. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. It's got my thumb looking a little weird. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Spicy. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay.
Look at that smile.
You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. God damn, this guy is getting horny over flipping some pages. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses the sing song. The way she second guesses things she says and all that.
Ah, that's what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the dismemberment of limbs. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ha 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 ha.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little shallow.
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself with all this intense reading. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Kyle. Oh, I haven't had to use another voice in minutes. Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri is acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. I just tossed some pages her way. Ah ha ha. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I'll save the Monica for last. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Huh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it or anything. Oh. It's the normal poem. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What a delectable poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, you sussy baka. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Go back, I want to be a monkey! Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Just like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Wait, this reminded me. Easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like Nekopara. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you blue balls. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be, oh,
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Zoop. Who should I show my poem to next? Anyone else? Anyone else in this room? Okay. Hi, Kyle. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. That was a completely literal statement. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Just look at that smile. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha. Don't worry, Kyle. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Kyle. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah ha ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. God damn, stop roasting her so hard. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. 'Cause I run the game. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Ah, I see. Well, let's read it then. Bra 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 bra. I remember this one. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper, the sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Sounds like a very interesting scenario. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it.
You have to develop a taste for freeform jazz.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah ha ha. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I don't know if I got that effect. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Man, that was weird. Oh, I actually get to show my shit to Yuri Gagarin.
Let's go.
Pinhole mouth.
Oh,
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Wow. It's that hard to compliment me, I see. Her eyes disappeared.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. You sussy baka.
Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through them myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Biased, how? She only reads manga.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Is this gonna be weird? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I mean, come on. Ah, never mind. It's just it's a normal poem. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? Nani? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Pretty ugly.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem, BTW. BTS. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild, like Tostitos, chunky, salsa mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh, this idiot. It's not about a real ghost.
Hoo hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kyle. You idiot. You big dummy baka.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Unless you're Natsuki, then that shit's simple as fuck. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solid putting it that way. Good thing I'm an idiot. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Impressive in a... I can't believe you have this small of a brain impressive.
Nah. If anything, I probably learned a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kyle.
Oh. Spicy. Ah, me too. I'm doing the best for myself. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being... Okay. You listening to this bop right now? Oh shit! Bruh! Sayori fucking hanging from her ceiling is just in the background. Has that been there the whole time? I can't believe... Oh my god. I literally just noticed that. I don't know if that was there the entire time. Trigger warning. I'll just cover it with my mouse. Now you don't know who it is. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with his language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Baka, how can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess.
Sorry, I thought I literally saw the spit fly out of my mouth onto my screen, but it didn't actually end up on my screen.
I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Like that Kyle guy, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Kyle did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet, especially after this dreadful poem. And Kyle liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, oh no. Freddy Fish? Does that even run on computers nowadays? Actually, you color me curious. Is Freddy Fish on Steam? No. Why? Why? Next you'll tell me to play fucking Putt-Putt and Pajama Sam. The music's about to get really fucking funny, if I remember correctly. Naski suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yeah, there it is. Woo! Yeah! That jaw harp be hitting.
That's not what I... Oh, you're just...
Yuri stands up as well, even though they are already standing on my screen.
Maybe you're just jealous that Kyle appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kyle started showing up.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look... Oh! Oh God! What's happening? Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! Oh my God, they even made the language more intense. Help me! Help me, please!
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? God damn it. Trigger warnings. They're all here.
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
God damn, I don't remember getting this fucking intense in this game. Yeah, go on. Let Kyle hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there.
Kyle, she's just trying to make me look bad. I don't actually stuff my bra, I swear.
That's not true. She started it. What the hell am I gonna say? Whoa! Oh no. Bruh. Who do I pick? Natsuki or Yer? The Yer. I don't know. I don't even remember what happens depending on who I pick. Does anything change? Man. I feel like Natsuki started it. Whatever. Man. Oh, I was right. Uh-oh. Hey, why you getting so close, girls? Oh. Hi. Hi, Monica. Do I click on you? Oh. Yes. Hey, Kyle. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah ha ha. Some president I am, right?
I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway. Oh, excuse me. If this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Like hell, you're gonna... Whoa! God damn. That hurts. Natsuki. My tsundere love. Why are you crying? God damn. That's like... That hits. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they are done. Now you can hang out with me.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Mom spaghetti. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Kyle, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Because I will wipe her memory. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something.
I love you.
But she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
Can we get some music in here? It's kind of bringing the mood down. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Kyle. It would just be embarrassing if you listened.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Whoa!
Let's get this poem going! Yeah, baby!
Look at that. In all her glory back there. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Kyle.
Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
Bruh.
Are we going to have 7 minutes of heaven?
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considering apologizing. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, don't do it again. It didn't make me think any less of you. Itchy nose. Ah, I'd already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Kyle, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... I lost my eyes. Help me look for them, please. Sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit.
Uh,
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
jeez.
Oh, I was right. Monica wiped her memory. Yeah. Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But,
I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Yeah. Look at my long-ass giraffe neck.
no, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Uh,
Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Why? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Ha. Oh, wait. Ha. What took you so long, anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Ha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed.
Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's...
Monica looks at me with them big old eyes.
Bruh.
Wait. Ah. Oh. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm just looking at my achievement guide.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kyle.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Ha. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet, where she remains to this day.
Kyle, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? Oh, I'm sorry. My eyes. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all. As long as it's... No, Luna, don't bark, please.
Shut up! Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as Ay. Luna, calm down. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of water. Holy crap. I don't even know if my mic picks up Luna's barking. Probably does. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of water from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. That's a Brita, but for copyright purposes, we're not going to say that.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Put Luna on stream. The dog cam. I would need a cam to do the dog cam. But my dad he was like, put her, do the dog cam so everyone can see her and you'll get popular off her. I was like, bruh, I'd rather get popular from my own entertainment. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Thanks. I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. I'm pretty sure something weird is gonna happen. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Yeah, fucking... 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Uh-oh. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Wow, I'm sorry. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing.
Gah.
A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Oh. Like that. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Oh, I think I was right. Ding, 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 ding. Yuri. Gah. Whoa! Trigger warning. Don't look. Listen, but don't look.
Gah.
Whoa! Nice. The rewind.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Kyle, do you like oolong tea?
Now that you mention it, no. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees Celsius.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less while I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Ooh! That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Kyle. It's very endearing. It makes me adore you.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Kyle, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against a wall, rather than bending over my desk. My breasts make it very hard to read at a desk. You know, don't you?
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Nikki B like relatable. Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because your
posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. The book. The rules. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching.
Whew!
I'm sweating over here. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup oh god. You know, I'm gonna take a swig of water. It's amazing, once Sayori had that thing happen there, I don't have to drink water as much because her voice was really the one that was killing me. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Eh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Yeah, you hold that damn book. Are you sure?
Of course.
Ooh. Look at this atmosphere. Man, Yuri, there's a lot of dust in this room, isn't there? Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy, pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. What is in my mouth right now? Just like that, Yuri closed her lips over it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Kyle.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. When the music disappears, you know some whack shit's gonna happen. Her ear looks even more weird now. Get it out of here, please. It's huge.
I can't. Kyle.
Suddenly, whoa! Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Kyle. My heart won't stop pounding, Kyle. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Kyle?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Whoa! It's coming. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Whoa! Oh yeah, there it is. Realize. You could... You could stop now. Any minute now.
Ah.
God damn.
It's time to share poems.
Whoo! Saved by the bell, baby. I guess I'll start with the Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Ha ha ha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing. Maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her, or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. Poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Ah, it's this one. It's still normal. I'll read it. Amy likes spiders. You know, whoa. Whoa. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
It's about her manga obsession.
Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. There could be as many damn furries in the world. Who cares? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Like hentai. Such as two of the girls in this very club, who I respectfully won't name. Damn.
She didn't say this in the first playthrough.
Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do?
For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks, but it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now.
Jeez. Laying it on thick.
Alright, Yuri, let's share our poems.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Ooh.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you love it?
Kyle, this one might be better than yesterday's, even. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty, knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. Goodbye, Yuri's eyeballs.
That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Kyle. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Kyle? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
Whoa. Bruh. Is this a poem I didn't get to read the first playthrough because she was like,
Oh, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
this thing's got smudges on it. What happened? Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devouring. What the fuck? A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Yeah, that's stakes. Almost thought it was snakes again. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. Gods disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing... I was so close. Breathing sky, breathing wheel.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
My pen?
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? My eyes are gone. You could keep the poem, though.
Okay. That was a normal encounter. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica! Let's go. Kyle, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she is around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Bruh.
Trigger warning.
Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from doing it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kinda been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, even though I'm saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating. I can't even think what this is. Oh, waveforms. Adoy! Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless something of meaningless. Poem. Something. I don't know. Let's continue. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Don't worry, Monica. I can hear you loud and clear. Anything. Please help me.
Okay.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it?
Of course.
I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Now that was a special poem.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Kyle joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Kyle? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Kyle to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here join the club with other people in mind?
The music is gone.
Yuri never even talked until Kyle joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Kyle isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. ... Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Kyle want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I show as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. So if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Kyle, why did you even join this club? You asked me to. What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. See? Right there. She's sitting. What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
Sometimes.
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. Now Monica wants to take it away from me. It's not taking anything away. No, Kyle. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about... Woo! Yeah, baby. This one's a bop. Look at her. She looks great.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean...
I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Oh. Nice. Her eye just bled.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Kyle? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats Whoa, baby. Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. And that's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend.
Monica.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Kyle?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Kyle before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Kyle, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know.
Ooh. Monica, don't look now, but it's looking a little blurry behind you.
I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time, with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean. But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk to you about with... Wow, I fucked that one up. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. But that... Wait, not yet. No, stop it.
Bruh. Where's she go?
Yeah, baby. Woo! It's a perfect poem.
Hi, Kyle. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monica, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately?
Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? Say
it is something.
I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Well, Kyle just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah. Ha.
You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and still trying to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right, I forgot.
About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Bruh.
It's the collateral. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about it yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time, like that Sayori character. Where'd she go, huh? But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? Pro cupcake maker or something. So I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica?
Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Kyle, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
Oh... Shit's about to go down. We already have plans today.
Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Kyle is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Dude, actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
I'm feeling the deja vu. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. This literally is the same exact text.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Something fricked up's gonna happen. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Then that's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
It takes long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Gah!
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. That was pleasant.
Wait. How did I? Sorry. I just had a really weird deja vu.
Yeah, me too.
This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So, I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself out. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Kyle, is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I feel something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right?
No, not at all, Yuri. Could you close your eyes a little?
Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can't we just stay here for a while? Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to stay here.
Uh-oh. What's that I see?
Just the two of us.
I see a little... You got a little schmutz on your face, Yuri. It looks a little bit like Monica. And also, your eyes are... You need some eye drops?
We could stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves.
Oh, I think Monica's coming a little more into the frame.
Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat.
Yeah.
That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you won't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the Leisure Club, Kyle. Now that we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the Literature Club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever, you know?
Sounds good to me, actually.
Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now, we get the happy ending that I patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Kyle? Well, you should.
Who should I show my poem to first? Wow. Came on a little strong, but... This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. Still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least do mine. What, bro? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? It's gonna be nonsense, I guarantee it. Oh no. I have to read it in Natsuki's voice. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. Truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri. It really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't really care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you could do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's being really dismissive about this. I lost my place. Oh, there it is. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Natsuki out. Oh. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Kyle? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Oh, I'm wonderful? Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. 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 Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri, baby.
Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Kyle, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please?
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Kyle. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
I miss whatever just happened to her eyeballs. Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream.
You could, like, frame it or something.
You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it.
This one's gonna be nonsense.
Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Good stuff. I really like her use of blood. You know? Closer. That's a word. Excellent work, Yuri. It could have been. Blood and piss. Do you like?
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent.
Oh, you know? I think you're right. Got some piss on the paper.
See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club?
Hey.
I think I'm going to vomit.
Bye, Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? Don't say I didn't warn you, Kyle.
What?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. You know? Rest in peace, Sayori. A little taller than I remember. I guess I'll read it. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. That was a good one. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is immune to it. Oh, I thought she was gonna have the crazy eyes.
Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking... I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter.
Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help.
Monica, I'm not useless, you know.
I know that.
I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice moonlighting.
There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do.
What about Kyle?
Kyle is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki as well. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Kyle around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Kyle decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power.
Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Kyle make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine.
Jeez.
Kyle, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth. For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
Oh! Help me. It's guiding my mouse. Can I save?
Hey, all my saves are gone. Cool. Yeah, so I've hit my 2 hours. It looks like tomorrow the shit's gonna happen. We're gonna be wrapping up. I don't know how long all the side story crap is, because I know like nothing about it. Any new pictures? Oh, the secret poems. I don't even... Oh. Selects 3 random special poems to appear. The closet. Don't remind me. Poor Sayori. What music we got here? Anything new? Yeah. So I think tomorrow let's pull this up. Let me pull up my... There we go. My nice little outro music. So tomorrow, it looks like I'm gonna finish the main game, because I'm pretty sure I'm almost at the end. It's been so many years that I don't even remember anymore, but I assume shit's gonna start going down, and then you know what happens, all that crap. So, same time tomorrow, 3 to 5 p.m. I'll be finishing up Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I'm 100%ing it, so I don't know how long it's gonna take to do all the other random bullshit for the achievements, but we'll just find out when that happens, I guess. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, new followers today, Jisoo and Shadows FBI. I appreciate the support. I'll see you guys next time you tune in. Thank you for watching.